Can no one talk, please? So silence again. And look at the board. Look out. Okay, so you've seen this problem before in homework from Unit 1. But again, your brain, you have to train yourself to say, I'm not going to solve this problem because I've seen it before. I'm going to make sure I remember the concepts that are associated with the problem. That's the only way to prep for the next test, which is, again, 60% of your grade. So they give me an equation for some graph. I do remember, this means I have a whole bunch of points. And I find all those points using this equation. This graph has a horizontal asymptote of y equal 2. Okay, that right away should bring to mind one or two flashcard memories. So I'll pay everyone who can tell me, hands up. What should be coming to mind when you read the words, that graph has a horizontal asymptote of y equal 2. And don't say that means we get closer and closer to y equal 2. That can be true, but it's not a helpful clue. Like, we need some helpful memories. So, Ada.
As x is closer to positive infinity or negative infinity, I'll get extremely close to 2.
Good memory. So I think of my formula, and I think of a table, and I think, okay, if x gets really close to infinity, or negative, and I don't usually use the negative unless I have to. Most problems I've found can be solved by just thinking of positive infinity. Y is going to approach, or perhaps even equal. Doesn't have to just approach. So that's going to happen. If this is not in your flashcard deck and flashcard memory, you need to add it now. Okay? Because there will be a horizontal asymptote again in the future question, and this has to come to mind. Just a second to make some notes. Question? Okay. You also need a flashcard to remind you that this concept can be written using limit notation. So please raise your hand if you know what limit equation I can write there. That means exactly the same thing as this. For hands up, everybody. What limit equation can I write, Sarah? Sorry, misdirecting's loud. The limit approaching x. Say what else? Just don't forget you have to have the limit of something. So we want the limit of the formula.
So 48 is 16 times 3.
How many knew this? 0.2%. If you don't have that as a flashcard memory, make it now. Without this in your flashcard memory, we don't do enough horizontal asymptote problems to ever remember it as you study for the test. But if it's in your flashcard deck, you'll remember it. So. Cool. I'm supposed to find A and C. Well, I always remember that I don't try to find A and C. I just try to do other things and hope that I find them. So I look at this limit problem and think, hey, I know how to solve a limit problem. In fact, I have a limit flashcard that says, if x is approaching infinity, I should compare terms that add. So I notice that I have ax plus b. Hands up. As x approaches infinity, ax compared to b, do I consider them kind of equal, or does one overwhelm the other? Times x. So which one overwhelms which? Ax overwhelms. How many know it? Point. On the bottom, similarly, x will overwhelm the c. So I get limit x approaching infinity, ax over x must equal 2. Now I remember that I can write that in a different way. Limit x approaching infinity, a over 1, x over x. X over x equals 1, so I figured out that a must have a value of 2. Question? The next clue says there's a vertical asymptote at x equal -3. Hands up. What flashcard memory must you have regarding that statement? This graph has a vertical asymptote at x equal -3. What flashcard memory do you need? Callie?
The bottom has equals 0.
So I think of a table again. And for what x value should I put here, Callie? -3. And when x is -3, when I have a vertical asymptote, what do I expect the y value to be, Callie? It is undefined, but it's a specific type. You're going to expect to see a number on the top, 0 on the bottom. 2 points. Okay, question? How many knew it? 20? So I use this clue. I take my formula. I have a multiplied by the x value of -3. But this has to be some number divided by 0. So hands up, what have I discovered? I find A and C accidentally. I don't really go looking for them, they just appear. Let's go, Derek.
The value of C is 3.
C has to have a value of 3. We knew it? Point 2 for Derek. Any follow-up questions here? Cool.